Early 2024, there was a company called Funded Engineer. If you were in the prop firm space back then, you remember the name. You probably remember exactly where you were when it happened. They weren't just another prop firm. They were the prop firm, more like the golden child. Best marketing in the game, tightest spreads, thousands of traders posting screenshots of five-figure payouts every single day. They didn't just look like a legitimate business. They looked like the future. And then, on a random Tuesday in February, the lights went out. Traders woke up, grabbed coffee, opened their laptops, tried to log into their dashboards. And they saw nothing. Charts frozen, accounts gone, support tickets vanishing into the void. At first, people thought it was a server glitch, maybe a technical difficulties. Give them a few hours, they'll fix it. But this wasn't a glitch. It was an execution. FPFX Tech, a massive technology provider that powered Funded Engineer's entire back-end infrastructure, had severed the relationship. Not gradually, not with a 30-day notice. It was immediate, abrupt, and permanent. And then they released a report. The report that sent shockwaves through the entire prop firm industry. They alleged that Funded Engineer wasn't just struggling financially. They weren't just having a bad quarter. They were running what FPFX called a simulation of success. According to the audit, Funded Engineer had allegedly engaged in massive wash trading, creating fake trader accounts, generating fake profits, posting fake payout proofs, all designed to trick real people into believing the firm was solvent, thriving, successful. The winners you saw celebrating on Twitter. Many of them were ghosts, fabrications, and data entries. The payouts you aspired to? They were numbers in a spreadsheet that never touched a real bank account. Think about what that means. Every screenshot you saw, every testimonial, I just got paid $8,000. Post that made you think, this firm is legit, I should join. It was theater, a stage play designed to separate you from your evaluation fee, and thousands of real people. People who had spent their savings on evaluation fees. People who had finally passed the challenge after months of grinding. People who were counting on that payout to cover rent, to pay bills, to prove to their family that this trading thing was real. They were left with nothing but an error message and the sinking realization that everything they had believed was a lie. They learned the hardest lesson in finance the worst possible way. A dashboard is not a bank account. A promise on a website is not the same thing as cash in your hand. The fall of Funded Engineer proved something that should terrify every prop firm trader. Trust is a liability. You cannot trust a business because its website looks professional. You cannot trust a firm because your favorite YouTuber got paid once. You can't even trust them because you got paid once. Because if Funded Engineer taught us anything, it is that scams don't reveal themselves until they collapse. Until that random Tuesday when the servers go dark and you realize too late that you were trading with a hologram. So what can you trust? The only thing you can trust is a stress test. Which brings us to today, to a firm that has been blowing up on social media. A firm that traders keep asking me about. Hola Prime. They're the new kid on the block, launched recently and making big promises. They promise fast payouts. We're talking payment in an hour, not days, not weeks, an hour. They promise fair rules, tight spreads, no hidden clauses. And on the surface, they look good, like really good. But after what happened in 2024, after Funded Engineer, after watching thousands of traders get burned by a firm that looked exactly this good, promises are worthless to me, so I decided to treat Hola Prime like a crime scene. I didn't just read their terms and conditions. I didn't just take their word for it. I stress tested them. Step 1 of the audits is the social proof. Right now, Hola Prime is sitting at a solid rating on Trustpilot. But in this industry, a score doesn't mean anything. Funded Engineer had a 4.8-star rating the day before they went under. So I don't look at the number. I look at the pattern. I analyze the reviews to answer one specific question. Is this a scam, or are traders just angry that they failed? First, the positive reviews. You see a lot of people praising the speed of the dashboard and the support team. This is good, but it's standard. Every new firm has good support because they want your business. The real story is in the negative reviews. I dug into the one-star complaints. And this is where things get interesting. Almost every single negative review I found wasn't about the firm stealing money. It was about the firm enforcing their rules. They denied my payout because of IP address consistency. They banned me from martingale trading. Now, you might look at that and think, wow, they're strict. And you're right, they are. But compare this to the Funded Engineer collapse. Funded Engineer failed because they were too loose. They let people gamble, they let people abuse the system, and eventually, the math broke, and nobody got paid. When I see a firm like Hola Prime strictly enforcing rules, even when it makes traders angry, it actually gives me more confidence, not less. It tells me they are protecting their risk management. A firm that protects its capital is a firm that will be around next month to pay you. The difference here is transparency. In the old days, firms would hide these rules in page 40 of a PDF. Hola Prime seems to be putting them front and center. The negative reviews prove that the system is working as intended. If you break the rules, you don't get paid. If you follow them, you do. So the reputation check passes. They aren't rug-pulling people. They are just acting like a bank. But a reputation is one thing. Reality is another. The only way to know if they actually honor the payouts for a good trader is to be a good trader. We can analyze the reviews and the fine print all day. But at the end of the day, that is just theory. To find out what really happens when the money is on the line, we need to speak to a soldier, not a general. Next, I am talking to traders who have actually been there, traders who have navigated the Hola Prime ecosystem firsthand. I went looking for the traders who have actually been there, the ones who deposited real money, passed the evaluation, and hit the withdraw button with something actually at stake. What they told me was not scripted, and it was not always pretty, but it was real. And honestly, that is the only version of this conversation worth having.
I'm a trader with Hola Prime. I've been with Hola Prime for over a year. Me personally, I have over close to 40K in payouts. My wife has about 10 to 12K in payouts. So collectively, we're at 50 grand in payouts in a little bit over a year. So it was good trading. And if you've seen any of my other stories or anything, real, raw, no sugarcoating, fun guy, so I'm gonna give it to you straight, Super, super easy. Very simple. You scan your face, you upload your ID, bill. I was approved in less than 10 minutes, so there was no problem with the KYC there. Didn't have any problems with that. Who doesn't? Absolutely. No matter how good you mark up your charts, no matter how good your analysis is, as soon as you press buy, it sells, and you hit sell, it buys. It's the name of the game. The market's king. He's going to do what he wants to do. But 100% I do feel haunted sometimes. But, to keep myself at ease, you keep your losses small as much as you can and pile up those little wins. Those little wins do add up. But 100% I do feel haunted sometimes during trading. To be honest with you, I don't trade news. So I really couldn't tell you that. With the account that I have, I'm not able to trade news within that 5-minute before and after. So just to stay away from that, I'll wait at least 25, 30 minutes after news has hit, just to the market by that time is settling down, it finally has its duration. So I can't answer that honestly, because I don't trade news. So I have, when I first started, I did place a trade during news. Totally forgot news was coming out, and it was actually my very first payout with Hola last year. I had about a $3,800 payout coming, and I tried to get it to 4,000, and I put a trade in. Totally forgot news was there, and I got an email saying you breached for the news rule. When I say I was devastated. Go back, look at their FAQ, look at their FAQs and everything, and if you trade during news, they will re-enable the account. You just have to go on chat. And I went on chat, like, hey guys, I didn't know about the news rule. Is there any way you can re-enable my account? Took a look at my account. They saw, I was like, yes sir, Mr. Boy, give us a few seconds. Enabled my account in less than 20 minutes. And since then, I don't trade news. I'm not taking that chance, not taking that risk. And I end up getting my payout the next day. So that was amazing.
To verify the news trading violation wasn't an isolated incident, we found another trader who experienced the same thing, how Hola Prime handled it.
Yeah, I am breached of the news rule on a funded account, and that was really big bummer. I was really doing well with that account, and so I brought to sports attention, and they reinstated it, and it was really quick too. I want to say it was within an hour or two, potentially. It was really quick, and yeah, they were super understanding about it, super awesome to work with.
No, Hola Prime was very transparent. They want the traders to win. The only thing that I would say watch out for, they do have a 2% max loss per trade on funded account of whatever your trade idea, whatever your account size is. So, example, if you have a $100,000 account, you can't lose more than $2,000 on a particular trade. So if you have multiple gold trades in and it equals up to a $2,000 loss, you breach it. So that's not to trap you. I mean, I think that's just more for them to get more consistent traders. But that's really the only thing. But it's like I said, it's not there to trap you. It's just to make you a better trader, to be aware of your lot sizes, to things like that. So they'll be the main thing. I use the same laptop and phone since I've been with them, and yes, I trade from my phone at work all the time. Actually got caught from my boss a couple times about trading at work on my phone. So yes, you can definitely do that. As long as your IP is consistent and it's not from any of those restricted countries. If they see something fishy, they will message you about it. That's another thing that I like about them. They, like I said, they want you to win. If they see something out of the ordinary, they will reach out to you first before they just totally breach your account. Unlike other prop firms that you do something wrong one time, they're like, oh, your account's breached. Not Hola. So, log in to payouts. I scroll down, I find the account that I want to get the payout on. I put the payout method. Mine is Rise. I hit withdraw, and I literally start scrolling on TikTok. You'll get the email saying with payout. You have a payout request. Scrolling TikTok. My last 4 payouts have been less than 10 minutes. So as I'm scrolling, I get a notification, payout approved. Refresh it. You just got paid on Rise. I go on my Rise account. The money's there. I hit withdraw, put my stuff in on Rise, and it's in my account within 10 minutes. So the payout process is definitely flawless, seamless. Yeah, they're the good ones. I appreciate everything they do. I tend to get a little upset when I breach an account, but it happens. But when it comes to overall fairness and transparency, Hola's number one. Nobody's beating them. Nobody's messing with them. They're the GOAT. Every other prop firm should later just shut down. I've never seen customer service like this. And no matter how upset I've gotten or how mad I've gotten, and it's never like disrespecting them or any type of thing. It's just like, they're so nice, and like I've never had customer service like that in my life, from getting a card to get served at a table. Hola Prime has the best customer service I've ever seen in my life, and it's just amazing. 100%. 100%. Wouldn't go anywhere else. I've tried other prop firms. I don't want to name names, but I've tried other prop firms. They didn't pay me. As a matter of fact, one prop firm owes me like $8,000. One prop firm owes me 10, and they rug pulled literally about 4 or 5 months ago. But yeah, I would definitely buy it in a heartbeat. I've bought numerous accounts from Hola Prime. I've been funded. I think, especially out of all the accounts I passed, I know I'm over $1 million that I've had funded with Hola. So yeah, I would definitely buy another one. I wouldn't go anywhere else. I wouldn't put my money anywhere else. If I was to fail 2 today, I'm buying that 3rd one. If I was to fail 5, I'm buying that 6th one. Because as fast as I get it, I know that I can pass and I'll get the money back that I lost. So 100% I'll buy another one. 100%. Probably buy another one right after I do this video for y'all. So yeah. You know, it's really not much that I would say Hola needs to change. Customer service A1, the transparency, the communication, the payout process, everything is flawless. If you do have a on-demand payout cycle with Hola, the thing you need to remember that their highest trading day, it goes by that day. So for example, if you made, let's say you needed $500 to hit your minimum payout and to get that payout today, say it's 12 o'clock, you make that 500 before 12, you get your payout, and then you trade again before the next trading cycle. Let's say you make $1,000 right after you got your payout. It's going to count.
The old guard of prop firms operates on dial-up logic. Slow processes, manual reviews, and delayed payouts. Hola Prime operates on fiber optic logic. They have fundamentally re-engineered how a firm should function. We are talking about cleaner execution, automated processing, and systems that are actually transparent. After a deep dive into their ecosystem, analyzing everything from execution speed to withdrawal times, I identified 5 key upgrades that expose just how outdated the industry giants have become. This isn't just better marketing, it is a structural evolution, and here is the data. Upgrade number 1 is the speed. In the old days, getting paid was a nightmare. You requested your money, and you waited 2 weeks. You just hoped the firm didn't go bankrupt while you waited. Hola Prime fixed this. They offer 1-hour payouts. I'm not talking about next day. I'm talking about requesting a withdrawal and having the money in your crypto wallet before you finish your lunch. In this industry, fast money is safe money. Upgrade number 2 is the choice. Most firms force you to use one specific platform. If you don't like it, too bad. Hola Prime is the only firm I've seen that offers 6 different platforms. You want the classic? They have MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. You want pro-level precision? They have CTrader. You want modern charts? They have TradeLocker and DXTrade. They don't force you to use their tools. They give you the tools you actually want. Upgrade number 3 is the markets. Most firms only let you trade Forex. Hola Prime opens the door to everything. You can trade crypto, indices, and commodities. But here's the big one. They also offer futures trading. This means you can trade the real volume of the stock market. You don't need 5 different accounts at 5 different firms anymore. You can do it all in one place. Upgrade number 4 is the proof. In a world of fake charts and manipulated prices, trust is hard to find. Hola Prime does something rare. They publish a daily transparency report. This is a side-by-side comparison of their prices versus the real market prices. You don't have to guess if they scammed you on a trade. You can check the data yourself. It turns the black box into a glass house. And finally, upgrade number 5, the growth. Most prop firms cap you at $100,000 and call it a career. Hola Prime thinks differently. If you are consistent, specifically, if you hit their scaling criteria within the first 4 months, Hola Prime will increase your account by 25%. Not double, but a meaningful step up. A $200,000 account becomes $250,000. Stay consistent for another 4 months and the second scaling kicks in. This time, it is a 40% total increase on your original balance, which includes a 15% Alpha Prime bonus on top of the base 25%. That same $200,000 account is now $330,000. From there, as an Alpha Prime member, every 4 months of continued consistency earns you a 50% increase on the original balance, all the way up to a $4 million funding cap. So, the full picture on a $200,000 account looks like this: $250,000 after month 4, $330,000 after month 8, and $430,000 after month 12, with room to keep climbing from there. Add in their 24/7 support, and the structure becomes clear. They are not looking for traders who get lucky once. They are building long-term partnerships with traders who can prove they belong at a bigger table. I have negotiated a massive 30% discount for the community, and I've dropped the link right down there in the description and pinned comment. And if you think you're ready to trade with the speed of the modern market, then I will see you on the leaderboards. I'm Harry, and I will see you in the next one.